So I finished my Wave 3 heater. I got the window sealed up. And that's what it looks like on the outside. I cut up an old kneeling pad. So I left a little logo on there. Husky. So what we did, we cut a groove in it on the top, and the window sits down in there. And then I cut a slit and then a hole. So you just slide the hose up in the bottom and get it in there. And that works pretty good. And for the test tonight, I'm gonna use my 20 pound instead of my 5 pound. That way I'm not wasting the fuel on that. And we'll just use the big guy for tonight. I got my comfy bed all set up. We want to do this before we go out into the mountains, so I'm going to do a little test in the camper on the property. I'm going to crash out tonight. I picked up an indoor-outdoor thermometer. This way when we're out camping, we'll know what the temperature is. So the sensor, I'm going to put a magnet on the back of this so I can either mount it to the side of the truck or something, or we can hang it. But I think we're all set for tonight. And then after dark, we'll come out here, we'll turn that on, and we'll test it. Okay, it's getting close to bedtime here. I thought I'd show the lights. So those are the little accent lights. So when you're laying in here getting ready to go to sleep, you just kick that out. And then you got your radio, and you got some nice little lights to when you go to sleep. I'll back up here a little bit. There's the LED bar. That thing's pretty bright, but that's the loading for the back of the camper. Okay, we did the test with the Wave 3 Catalytic Safety Heater. Went really well. So when we got this heater, it basically came with just the heater itself. I bought the cover for it. Doesn't fit. This is an older heater. Yeah, so that we had to buy this. This was an aftermarket cover. It doesn't cover the whole heater, but as you can see, it's really tight. It doesn't even cover the bottom. But it does work for what we need it to do, so it does protect it and keep it clean. So we did have to buy the hose. So we got the hose with the regulator. And I went ahead and also bought feet for it. So right here, so we can mount it on the wall, and that's how we had it in the camper. Or you can put the feet on it and you can sit it on the floor if needed. Okay, let's talk about the test and will this work in our camper? The test went very well. When I got in the camper was at 54 degrees, and within about 30 minutes, the inside of the camper was 71 degrees. So I had to shut the heater off because it got really hot real fast. The downside with this heater is it doesn't have a thermostat in it where it can kick it on and off. So once it's on, it's always on. So when it does get hot, you can just shut it down, but then you have to restart it if you get cold. And there is a little bit of a process for starting this heater, but it's easy if you practice it, do it a couple times. It lights pretty easy. But overall, the test went really good. So most likely this will be our camping heater in extreme cold. I tested it here on the property, so it was still pretty warm here at the house. But in the mountains, it's gonna be great. It's probably gonna cook us right out of the camper. So it is a catalytic safety heater. When you start it, down at the bottom, there will be a pilot light that comes on. Once the heater heats up and it's ready to go, the pilot light goes out. So there's no open flame. It puts off very little to no carbon monoxide, but we do have a sensor in the camper, And I also do crack the Max Air fan. I just kind of hand open it, maybe 1 or 2 turns. That gives you a ventilation, and anything that's going to build up in the camper is going to go out through the top. So it does amazing. Great little heater. I'm looking forward to testing it in the mountains on our next trip and see how it does. Thank you for watching till the end. Subscribe, like, comment. If you have any questions about the heater or anything else that we've done or would like to see, I'll try and do more videos on it. But thank you.